Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and when we last left off, I was heading off to Betty by Land. That was roughly 30 seconds ago, but we're back, and we are going to continue our quest to attempt to... What? Wait a minute. I didn't do any of this. This was all still barren when we went to sleep. Oh, this is wild. This is absolutely wild. There's like a whole fence here. Where's my ring? What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh, they've built a wall. Oh, that's actually pretty clever because that'll keep out all of the monsters and everything. Oh, not on this side. This side of the wall is made out of dirt. That they might want to. I wonder if this is the mayor's doing. Oh, look at that though. Look at this cheeky little devil sneaking in here. So they still haven't secured. I say they. I'm assuming it's the. What is this? Timmy? Oh, this is getting weird. This is getting really, really weird. Oh, there's a mailbox. Oh, read? Apparently you can put mail in that, one would assume. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, all right. Well, we didn't finish this last episode, but it's nice to see Timothy. I wonder if they're related. Hi there. Hello, welcome to my store. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. Have you seen my son Timmy? As a matter of fact, I have. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go have a chat with Timmy. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you know what that is? That right there is a carpenter's door, and they've just put two different blocks in it on the top and the bottom. I dig that. I really dig that. Timmy, what are you doing? I'm spying on the mayor? Why? I've heard things. Oh no, you don't think Timmy's been watching the videos, do you? And he's heard all the stories? Timmy, you can't believe everything you've heard, okay? Now you need to get back to your... Go run back to your dad and spend the day, I don't know, watching YouTube videos or something. Okay, I'll be back home soon. Good, I'm gonna go let your dad know. Let him know that we found you, that you're safe. Hey, I found him, he's safe, he's gonna be coming back home soon. Thank you. No, you're welcome, Timothy. Tim and Timothy. I kind of feel bad now for my idea of having them live in the shop, as there's absolutely no personal space here at all. But I don't know. Maybe they like it that way. Maybe they're just like a close family or something like that. Well, today I guess we'll continue where we left off last time, where we were going to build this power facility back here. How are these things going? They're still going, and they're still pumping power into here. Unfortunately, I think they all have to go, because the way that I'm going to build this is going to require that all of these go away, like literally all of them. And then what I think we're going to end up doing is just plopping a solar panel right there. Or maybe we'll put the solar panels on the roof and we'll have the power piped down into the battery. And then I think we'll do wireless power distribution to the city, or to the parts of the city that need power. It honestly looks like they're doing just fine in here. I mean, they don't even have a furnace or anything. Oh gosh, when Christmas comes around, they're going to be real cold in there, Timothy and Tim. I guess as long as they have each other and they can cuddle up, they can stay warm. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to dismantle all of this, though. Should we shut it down first? This is sort of a sad day. Remember when I did this and then I sung... I did it my way. Well, now it's all getting shut down. Power's off. I'm gonna just start breaking it all. Oh man, we got all those cables running under the ground. This is actually kind of sad. Should we maybe, you know what would make this a whole lot faster is if we grabbed a destruction catalyst and we used that. Now, I don't want to go crazy over the top with it because that might interfere with all of that machinery over there. Although, saying that, is that really a bad thing? Or do we need to preserve any of that machinery? I don't think that we do. Let's just go full speed. It's not working. Why is it not? Why can I not? Okay, you know what we got to do? I'll tell you what we got to do. We got to break that. It's not going to work with the pipe. And in the place of the pipe, we'll put a block. That's still not working. Why is the destruction catalyst? I mean, it's powered. What the heck? Is it because I'm too close to it? I feel like I am just too close to love you. You know what I mean? It's not that it's cold. That doesn't make any sense. I can't use the destruction catalyst. It won't let me. Let's go test it someplace else. Let's power it down first off. And let's just try to grab, like, a little bit of dirt from right here. It's not working. Like, at all. What is the deal? Why is the destruction catalyst broken? Oh, you know what? I don't actually have a Klein star. I just realized. I must have thrown it inside of here earlier, which means that the ring is just running off of stored EMC. That could have been a disaster. All right, get a Klein star, fill it with juice, get rid of all of this nonsense we're carrying around with us, and then give me back that destruction catalyst. I feel like such Silly, silly fool for not figuring that out sooner. For some reason, I was like, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. There's no, the pipes, you interact with them, so you can't break them, but of course you can. This mod doesn't care. This mod doesn't give a rat's monkey's uncle about that sort of thing. It's not here to keep you from making mistakes. This is a mod that treats you like an adult, and it says, you know what? You're grown up. If you accidentally right-click with this thing, you can deal with the consequences. And I really, really appreciate that. I like being treated like a responsible adult who can make his own mistakes. Although, a wise man does learn from the mistakes of others. A smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. So if you see me about to make a mistake, don't sit there and think, Reese wants to be free to make his own mistakes. I do. I want to be free to make my mistakes, but that doesn't mean I necessarily want to make mistakes, and if they can be prevented. It's sort of like, I want to be able to choose whether or not I eat too much cake. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want some government body coming in and telling me, you can only eat X amount of cake in a day now because cake is unhealthy. And we get to determine, how much cake you eat because that's the new thing we're doing. We're the government. We make you wear seatbelts, and now we're going to make you eat less sugar. I don't want that. I want to be free to eat as much sugar as I want because that's what, being in a free country is. Freedom, liberty is not safe. There are certain risks involved with you being free to make your own decisions. And you either accept those risks or you live in a totalitarian third world dictatorship. And I don't want that. So I want to be free to make my own mistakes. But at the same time, I want people like doctors, doing research and coming to conclusions and telling me that, hey, maybe don't, and advising me. I want to be advised. I want to be advised about my mistakes. But then ultimately, if I decide that I don't care, I want to be left to make those mistakes. I don't need people... By all means, make suggestions, but don't enforce anything on me. That's what I think is the good balance. I think a lot of people miss that balance. A lot of people are so obsessed with, well, this is bad for you, and for some reason it's my responsibility to make sure you don't do it. But no, actually just leave people alone, and maybe they'll make the wrong decision. Maybe they will eat too much cake, and they'll, develop diabetes and die young, and that's tragic. But it was ultimately their choice, and it's their life, and it's their right to make that choice. And yeah, I think we're going to just leave that conversation there because last time we talked about people being, so wrapped up in neurons in their brain that tells them that, something hurt their feelings and sort of missing the bigger picture. And I felt like we went on for way too long about that. And I never really got any sort of point across. So let's just move on. Because I could sit here and talk about, security and safety versus liberty all day long. But at the end of the day, all you need to know about me is I believe that people should be free. And, I think that when it comes to laws and things to protect people, a law should be passed to protect others. No law should exist that protects a person from themselves. Law should only be made to protect people from one another. You know what I mean? Like, if I break into your house and I steal your possessions, that is a crime against you. That needs to be illegal. But if I decide to drive down the road without a seatbelt and I die in a fiery car crash, that is me that has been harmed in that situation. I don't need a law saying that I need to buckle up if I'm, a grown adult who has been, properly educated in car care. Which, believe me, if you've ever gotten a driver's license in the U.S., they really drill, safety, safe driving, and defensive driving and all that into you. Trust me, I know. Wait, what was that? Where did that come from? Was that inside of here? What? Oh. Interesting. I don't remember that, but okay. But I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. I don't need a law telling me that I can't, or I have to wear a seatbelt. Rather, just laws that prevent me from harming others should be what is. Why are we still talking about this? I said I wasn't going to. All right, moving along. Have you folks watched the Jenna? Me and Jenna, we did a video. We did a video where we tried to play an Xbox game, and then we did a video. It's over on BitChute because YouTube's copyright system is dumb and broken. And you can go watch us sort of react to the movie. Willy Wonka and the it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and that's really solid and a lot of fun. Patron supporters have access to the entire commentary track, and the amount of patron supporters that have been like, yeah, I watched the whole thing without watching the movie, has been sort of astonishing. Like, I didn't imagine anyone would actually want to do that. I've done that. I've listened to a commentary track without watching the movie. I did it with the movie Pixels, a movie I still haven't seen. And I got to say, it was a pretty enjoyable experience, but I think probably because like it was more enjoyable than the actual film. Should I get rid of these things? Probably not. These might be useful to hold on to. Where are we going to store them? Oh, that's right. We built this chest over here for this sort of thing. Shrek. I don't know. What do I put in here? Do we have pneumatic tubes? We got a lot of pneumatic tubes. We have just enough room for all those pneumatic tubes. We're going to need another chest to fill with random things I cannot condense. We need another one of those soon. Anyway, I might link to that in the description of this video so that you can go watch that on the BitChute. And then we're working with an independent individual to maybe get those videos uploaded to YouTube on an account that's not associated with Howdy Folks, so that, you know, if that individual decides to fight the claim. Here's the thing, not going to be making any money off this commentary, so if it's claimed and the studio gets the money, I am okay with that. That in no way bothers or upsets me at all. I do not care because I wouldn't be making money off of it anyway. But the problem is they're claiming it and blocking it worldwide, and it's an auto claim, right? It happens immediately. So if the individual we are working with wants to upload the video and fight the claim, as long as it's not, you know, directly associated or affiliated with Howdy Folks in any way, and it can't get the channel in trouble, I'm perfectly okay with that. Literally got a third-party person to do this, so you know it's going to be their responsibility. The way that we've set it up is we are working with them to create the content, but they are responsible for distribution and any sort of negative outcome that might arise from it. So thank you, individual. You know who you are. Hopefully this works out and you folks can watch the commentary sort of highlights that we've done. You can watch those on YouTube because I like the idea of BitChute. I like the idea of YouTube having some proper competition in the space because right now it doesn't. That's why I had a VidMe account very early on. Remember, I was uploading random things to VidMe because I wanted to have a presence on there because I wanted to support a platform that wasn't YouTube. Not because I particularly hate YouTube. I know a lot of people do. More so, I just wanted to have competition. And VidMe seemed like they were doing a lot of things right, and I really liked their platform. And now it's gone. You can no longer use VidMe. It no longer exists. It's like old Ben Kenobi. Oh, there are monsters nearby. What? It's like Uncle Owen says about Obi-Wan. He's like, oh, old Ben? No, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's like, yeah, he doesn't exist anymore. Died around the same time as your father. Same thing with VidMe. Vid.me is what it was called. But we got it up on BitChute. We'll probably keep uploading to the BitChute. It seems to do pretty well over there. But I'd also like to get it on YouTube because that's where a lot of our content is. And I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how Warner Brother wants to behave and whether or not our third-party independent collaborator wants to pursue this to the nth degree. I don't know. If not, that might just become a thing that is on BitChute because BitChute is less. I mean, they've got copyright rules and they've got moderators and things, but they seem to be less crazy about it. We'll say. We'll go with that. They're less crazy about it. So we're gonna see what happens with that situation. But in the meantime, I don't know. I've blithered and blathered on and on. You know, one thing that does bother me about BitChute is you can't schedule video releases, because I thought it would be cool if you could have like an unlisted video, and I could release it early to the patron supporters. And then, because you could do that with VidMe. With VidMe, you know, on YouTube, if you have a private video, it's private and no one can watch it unless you like enter their user account information. It's really dumb. You can do an unlisted video, but you can't schedule an unlisted video to go live. You can pay $20 to a third-party platform to have them release it for you on schedule. But the cool thing with VidMe was you could have a video that was unlisted, and you could still schedule it to go public, which was really cool, because it meant I could like post it to patron supporters and then have it go public at a later date. And I thought that was real cool. And YouTube doesn't have that ability, and unfortunately BitChute doesn't yet. But, you know, it's moving along. It's developing. BitChute's also really crazy about having, you know, like completely independent from like everything, including currency. So I was trying to sign up for the premium thing that they've got on there. They've got like this premium support package thing that they do, and I was like, oh, I could sign up for that, but you got to have like cryptocurrencies, and I have some cryptocurrency, but I can't transfer it unless I associate all of my real information with it, because for some reason, like a complete idiot, I set it up on Coinbase, and I was like, oh, dadgummit. So Now I gotta figure out where to get coins other than Coinbase and distribute. Oh, it's a hassle. Such a hassle. And I understand wanting to, not be beholden to whatever some random money processor sort of decides on any given day, but jeez. I digress, though. I'll figure that out. That's a problem for me to solve, and a problem for the rest of you not to worry about. Now, if you're wondering what we're doing, because I know it certainly seemed like the last couple of episodes have just been super random and ramble-heavy. There's been a lot of... think about last episode. This episode started off with a pretty big ramble about whether or not you should be forced to wear a seatbelt. A ramble that I stand by the way. And last episode was all about whether or not you should, care about what random people say and think about you. My stance is that no, you should not. Today, we've also rambled a lot about a video project that me and Jenna made. That was our secret project, by the way, was this whole commentary track thing. That was the thing that we've been working towards these past many months. And not small months, mind you. Not small as in, like, miniature. Many months. And I'm pretty happy with the results thus far. I think that people have really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to making more. None of that's relevant. What we're doing right now, the thing we are doing at this exact moment, is we are making that power facility. And at first it was going to be indoor, like the indoor raptor. That was a bad joke, and I apologize. Please forgive me. No, what I'm thinking about now, though, is it might be kind of cool if we make it outdoor. Like a real power facility is sort of... It's open to the elements and everything. And I guess the actual power generation. Is it done outside? I don't know. All I'm thinking of is those... all of the electrical towers that you see, sort of outside of an energy facility, and they're all outside. So I kind of imagine this is going to be the same thing. Giant battery, lots of warning signs. Maybe we can get either the UK or Canada to make some electric safety videos that we can show the kids about not playing in the power plant, because Canada and the UK are known for making absolutely terrifying PSA videos that they run on just daytime television. It's horrifying, the stuff that they... Have y'all seen the video? I believe it's Canadian, where the girl is talking about how she's engaged and she's getting ready to get married and she's so excited, and then some hot oil spills on her face and she gets hideously disfigured. You know the one I'm talking about. Canada's a messed up place, isn't it? Oh boy. It's supposed to be like a workplace safety video, but I don't see what it has to do with workplace safety at all, other than... Hey, oil's hot. Maybe don't trip on stuff, you morons, and burn your faces, because that's what happened in the video. And then I think it's the UK put out that video of the boys and their football. Maybe, I don't know what kind of. It was some kind of ball. It wouldn't have been like an American football, I suppose, if it was in the U of K. United. There's no of. It's not the United of Kingdoms. That doesn't make sense. I've made an oopsie. But you know what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, they go into the power plant to try to get it, and they get horribly electrocuted to death. And I think another kid goes up there to check on his brother, because it's his brother that gets horribly electrocuted, and I think he also gets horribly electrocuted, because one child dying is not enough for the infomercial. You got to get two in there. That really drives home the point, kids. Don't play with electricity. You will die. You know those people who work with electricity on the daily? They also die all of the time, so just be careful. How am I gonna do this? It looks like I'm encasing the battery. Are we really just gonna go with a single solar panel? You know what we can do is we can put like a grid of them up here, and we've determined in previous episodes that they do all kind of connect. So, and we can only put so much power through there in the first place. Let's get like a stack of these. That's too many. And we can do this, right? And that should start filling up. Very slowly. And then if I create a huge block of them, how are we doing now? That's filling up a bit faster. Okay. Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it does that much in that much time. What if we did this all the way around, and then we got some pipe plugs, and we made sure that that wasn't a thing that was happening? Pipe plugs should be in here, I think. I was right. How about that? I love being right when I am. And when I'm wrong, I kind of hate it. All right. Seal this in. And I already forgot what I counted earlier. Looks like it's going about the same speed, though. But this looks cool. This looks real cool. And we can put, like, razor wire around it to keep the kids from messing with the solar power. What are you on? What frequency are you on? Frequency 1, send only? That's fine. That's what the city will use. And you know what we should do? First big power test is we should hook up the water pump. Let's finish the power plant first, though. I don't want to get into that quickly. I want to get the power plant finished before we start doing these additional projects. So I guess now we just completely encase it, and that's it. We're done. So we'll grab some bricks, and oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe to you what I'm feeling right now, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I'm feeling a little bit anxious because I don't know why. I just feel like something amazing is about to happen, or horrible. I can't say anything more than that. I'm just gonna have to leave it there, and in the future, maybe I'll be able to give you some more information. I just realized that that's not centered, and that's going to present problems for me. I can fix this. I can make this work. It's just, dadgummit, why did I make this thing not even? Did someone even call me out on that when I did this video? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, someone should have called me out on that. I would have gone back and fixed it. It's too late now. I've basically encased the whole thing. So it's not as if I can just go back and undo the encasing. Should we get rid of these on the side and just have... No, that's a dumb question. I figured out I figured out an answer to my own question here. Nobody panic. There we go. It looks dumb. Can we put something over here to sort of balance it out? What have we got? We could put a sign. Oh, you know what we can do? We can get a sign, and we can do... Danger, you'll die. Perfect. That's so much more balanced now. I'm so much happier with that. Whew. Crisis averted, everyone. We've gotten that one sorted. And now we can use all of these stone bricks we've got instead of grass, because the grass looks kind of... I mean, knowing that there's grass under our good stone foundations is sort of a not good call. All right, so it's going to be cased in like that. And I haven't decided how the rest of this is going to hook up to town, or how this is going to hook up to the rest of the town. I guess it's just going to be like a fenced area back here. Is this going to go back that way behind the store? Oh, I didn't even consider that. Is it wide enough? Yeah, it's going to be right on the back side of the store. There's going to be like no space between Timothy's store and the road, which means that, you know, you could have neighborhood kids just running up and tapping on their back window when they're trying to sleep. And maybe if Timmy's new in town, they might do that for a bit, you know, just to hassle him, sort of like a hazing phase. Haze phase. Kind of rhymes. Haze phase also sounds like a mean thing you'd call a kid who had some sort of skin condition. Haze phase. Don't do that, kids. Don't be cruel. I know that some people say you have to be cruel to be kind, but keep in mind that the very next bit of that song is in the right measure. So don't overdo things, for crying out loud. I know how kids can be. I know how you little rascals are. Also, The Little Rascals is like a good old TV series. I mostly know it for the movie. You guys, have y'all seen the Little Rascals movie? I would hope so. It's really good quality entertainment. So it was made in the 90s. That's how you know it's good. And it's got a plethora of stars in it that you would recognize, including Whoopi Goldberg. Donald Trump actually is in that film. Now, he wasn't the president in the 90s. I know a lot of you are really young. So Donald Trump hasn't always been the president. I know it might seem that way. He's only been president for 3 years. Do we have 3-year-olds watching this? I don't think so. I don't think that's a concern. That's weird to think about. You know, there were some people who were born during either, like, the first, or, you know, maybe a couple of years before Bush or a couple of years before Obama, and they just, you know, they became president before, you know, the child was fully sentient and aware of the world around them. So by the time they're sort of aware, they grow up. You know, let's say you're 3 years old. Barack Obama gets elected. You don't know who that is. You don't know what a president is. By the time you're 11, it kind of feels like, I mean, even though you were born during the Bush administration, it's got to feel like Barack Obama has sort of always been the president. You know, it was like that for me because I was born in 1992 and then Clinton took office the next year. So it did feel to me in the 2000 elections, I was like, Bill Clinton has just always been president. Yeah. No, he wasn't. So, but we don't, again, it hasn't been that long since Donald Trump was elected. So I doubt we have any kids in the audience who are feeling that way. Oof. Okay. Let's finish up the road around to the side there, and then we can start putting in the razor wire, or do we want to get something like more intense in here? I'm not going to put razor wire here, I don't think. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, I guess that we are done for the day. So thank you folks for tuning in. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I know this series has taken quite the turn as of late. You know, we're definitely not doing the same thing we were doing when we started. You know, we don't have these super refined sort of goals. Before it was 25 episodes, 25 minutes long, and it was fairly predictable. You knew what was going to happen. The episode was going to start, and I'd be doing something towards, my goal of having a tier 3 power flower or whatever the plan was, whatever the goal. I can't even remember now. It's been so long. And so recently, it feels like we have sort of no end goal, but we do. The end goal is to finish the town, and I reckon we'll be done by episode 60. I've said that before, but now, assuming it's the mayor that's hopping in here and helping get these things done, I mean, you saw what was going on. They looks like they're already doing some road work themselves out there on the other side of town. So if they're going to kind of step up and help finish these kind of tasks, well, we should be done by episode 60 easily. Should I go ahead and break all of this stuff? Should I just go ahead and wreck it? I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to leave it. I wonder if I can just put it under a dome of some kind, and we can just pretend like... You know what I need is my own facility. I need my own sort of tower or something around here. Oh, look at that. Is that where the edge of the city is going to be? This is a perfectly square city. It's a bit odd. So I guess it's going to cut back through here and possibly hook up to there, one would assume. That's going to leave a lot of space behind these houses. Maybe they're going to do trees and stuff. Oh, that would be good, because then they could decorate those trees for Christmas time. That would be pretty solid. All right, well, I guess we're going to be done because I've gone over now, and we'll see you folks in the next one. Bye!